The faces behind the screen, I found out too late. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you like what you hear today, drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. I read every single comment when a new video drops. And if you have your own scary story, you can send it to me directly now. Let me take you back to where it all began. This story still feels like a blur, like it couldn't have really happened. But it didn't. It changed everything for me and my sister. My sister met a guy online named Ben. He seemed sweet, attentive, supportive, the kind of person you hope your introverted little sister might meet when she's going through hard times. They were close in age, only a year apart. They messaged constantly. From the outside, it looked like a wholesome online friendship. I even exchanged a few messages with him myself. He'd check in if my sister was upset, genuinely seemed to care. For once it felt like she had someone on her side. Ben introduced her to a few of his friends, two kids who looked like they hung out on Tumblr all day, emo captions under every selfie. But harmless, or so I thought. Then came the day she asked our mum if she could meet Ben in person. He lived out of state but claimed he'd be staying with his aunt and could meet us in the city. My mum and I tagged along, partially to supervise, partially to ease our nerves. But when we got there, Ben never showed. He messaged us later. His aunt wouldn't drive him, said she was being unreasonable. At the time we bought the excuse. Parents can be cautious about their kids meeting people from the internet, right? But something about it felt off. I had a gut feeling, one I should have trusted. My sister was crushed. Still, she kept talking to him. Their conversations didn't change. They planned a second meeting. This time my mum bought plane tickets. We were actually going to fly to his state, and then everything collapsed. One afternoon, my sister came into my room, pale and shaking. She told me, "Block Ben now." When I asked why, she could barely explain. Through tears and panic, she told me that Ben wasn't a real person. Every photo he had sent her came from someone else's profile. The so-called friends he'd introduced her to, fake accounts. All of them. He was behind all of it. She had finally confronted him, and he admitted everything. Months of conversations, fake photos, stolen identities. He'd been tracking her, studying her. Everything she ever said to him, every vulnerable thought, every fear, he knew it all. We cancelled the flights immediately, and we were furious, but also scared. Unfortunately, my sister hadn't saved the messages, so we couldn't go to the police, but we contacted the real person whose photos were stolen. Soon after, the fake account disappeared. To whoever Ben was, stay the hell away from my family. Don't ever come near my sister again. About 10 years ago, I came home from work, opened Facebook, and found a strange message waiting for me. It said something like, "I know this is random, but someone's been using your pictures to catfish me for over 2 years. I just found out last week." I felt sick. She was shaken, heartbroken. Even, she'd been in a full-blown relationship with this person. They'd shared everything. Or at least, she thought they had. Whoever this imposter was had created a perfect fake version of me. They used my photos, reposted my drawings, even mimicked the way I captioned things. They made fake profiles for my family, fake comments, fake interactions. They built a world around me without me knowing. The creepiest part, I'm a straight male, but in this fake identity I was portrayed as transgender. The catfisher, who was actually a woman, used this to explain why their voice sounded feminine during phone calls. The girl who messaged me started asking personal questions, trying to confirm details. At first, they were things you could find online, schools, mutual friends. But then she asked, "Were you adopted? Are your half-siblings named so?" And so I froze. Those were things I never posted online. It hit me. This imposter had to know me in real life. Eventually, the person who messaged me gave me a link to the fake profile. It was surreal. They had posted more than I had. They lived as me. They even tagged fake versions of my friends' profiles that had conversations with each other. This wasn't just someone pretending. It was someone escaping into my skin. The sender said she confronted the imposter, and that's when it all came out. The imposter said she had a crush on me in high school and created the fake profile to feel close to me. I didn't know how to feel: flattered, violated, angry, all of it. I guessed in time, I found out who she really was. Someone I'd maybe spoken to twice in high school. Quiet, artistic, someone I never gave much thought to. But apparently, I had become her escape from reality. She spent more time living as me than I spent living as myself, and that haunted me. Her name was Lana. We were best friends in high school. Well, at least that's what I thought. Lana was wild, intense, the kind of girl who would fight her boyfriend's exes just for existing. She was funny, confident, manipulative. I looked up to her hand. She used that to control me. She mocked people online, made fake accounts to mess with others, and always found ways to pit friends against each other. When she got pregnant by her boyfriend Nolan, everything changed. She started spending weekends with another pregnant girl named Autumn. She forgot about me. I was jealous, I'll admit it. So I ghosted her. We drifted apart. Nolan and Lana broke up. She made his life hell, blocking him from seeing his kid, throwing away gifts, turning her mother against him. She even refused child support just to keep him out of their lives. Eventually, Nolan and I reconnected. He helped me through one of the darkest periods of my life. I was depressed, isolated, and lost. He became my anchor. And yes, we started dating. That's when Lana found out, and the stalking began. I received a friend request from a girl named Casey. She seemed normal, pretty, worked at Hooters, posted about bad exes and tough workdays. But something felt off. I noticed she would make posts that mirrored mine. Then came the insults, coded at first, then direct. She called me a dirty hoe, talked about someone stealing her boyfriend. Her posts were filled with things only Lana would know. It was her. I knew it. I confronted her. She denied it, then deleted the account. But fake profiles kept popping up. Friend requests, pokes, obvious attempts to mess with me, and then the betrayal I never expected. I found out my own mother had been feeding Lana information. They went to college together. Behind my back, my mum was giving her details about my relationship with Nolan. That broke me. I made all my social media private, deleted hundreds of people, cut off my mum. The stalking slowed, but I never stopped looking over my shoulder. When I was 17, I was desperate for affection. I didn't think I was pretty. I was anxious, low self-worth. So when a 19-year-old college soccer player named Brandon messaged me on a dating app, I fell for him fast. He was charming, handsome, sweet, the kind of guy I never thought would notice me. We talked daily. He complimented me constantly. I lived alone with my cats, so his attention meant everything. After a month, he asked me for pictures, not just face shots. I didn't send anything explicit, but I sent him pictures in my bra. He always said I was beautiful. I trusted him. He promised he'd call me, visit me, and spend my birthday with me. But he never showed his face. No video calls, just excuses. I pressed him. He finally admitted the truth. His name wasn't Brandon. He wasn't 19, he was 25. And then came the threats. He had saved all the pictures. He said he'd send them to my friends and family, exposing everything. I was terrified. I didn't want anyone to see what I hated about my own body. I tried to stay calm, tried to play nice, but the fear never left. When he said he was driving to my school to pick me up, I panicked. I told a guy friend everything. He followed me home that day to make sure I was safe. Brandon didn't know where I lived, but I was scared. Eventually, I snapped. I told him to leak the pictures. I didn't care anymore. I told him what he was doing was disgusting, and for once he backed down. He said he deleted everything, promised to leave me alone if we could just talk occasionally. I agreed, just to keep him calm. But I blocked him a month later. Even now I still see his name sometimes. He tries to find me, but he never will. Looking back, I was naive. I trusted the wrong people. I ignored red flags. But I've learned now, I guard my privacy. I listen to my instincts. I know what it feels like to be watched, used, stalked, and I don't want to go back there. So if you're out there reading this, watching this, please remember, not everyone online is who they say they are. Don't ignore your gut. Don't let loneliness blind you. Because sometimes, it's not just a fake profile, it's a predator behind the screen.